Shalom. This is another message of daily edification brought to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All praises due. Peace and salutations to you out there. R.O.I and AUSTERE family. All right. Today, I'm going to deal with a few hard questions. All right. Actually coming from one of our Akwaf. All right. And it is of a sexual nature. So, these are things we need to know. And we're going to deal with it according to the scriptures, all right? You ox out there, y'all might want to listen in on this. You know, I know y'all will. Y'all could be nosy too. All right. So this is a family affair, basically. These are questions that, you know, a lot of times that in the church house, you know, the won't he do it, they'll shy away from something like this. Because they go, oh, the Lord don't want to, he don't have nothing to do with that. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He got everything to do with it. All right. And a lot of Akwaf out there, man, they're shit. They kind of concerned because they don't know what's what. They don't know what's up now. They don't know what's allowed, what's not allowed. All right. So we're gonna have to bring some clarity, because when you get to your dwelling places, man, and you got a husband and wives, and it's like, how do you conduct yourself? What's allowed? What's not allowed? So we're going to deal with that today, all right? So, of course, no names, but I was written an email by one of our Akwaf. Shalom, you know who you are, all right? And they had a question, okay? So, this was her question. She says, Shalom, King. I had a question about the comfort zone video. I hope it's not inappropriate or out of line to ask, which is not, all right? But I'm still trying to wrap my head over how it would be to be active with multiple wives. Like, obviously, nothing would happen between the ladies. Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes sense. But then will we all just be awkwardly laying there in line to get it? That's a funny visualization, but no, it ain't like you're going to be at the check cashing place, all right? It said, would the ox be giving some kind of love to whomever is there at the same time? I'm just confused on that. You know, this society sheds such negative light on sex, period, that it makes it uncomfortable. Yeah, you're right on that. They do. Okay. Also, would that mean that all the wives would get pregnant around the same time, since the man can't just drop their seed to waste? Or can he go into someone else when he is ready to drop seed? Would that make the sister wives bond stronger too, for all to have the same seed? Sorry, just a little over thoughtful here. Just wondering, because at least right now, what if someone doesn't want to get pregnant? Or should we even not be worried about that? Just a lot of questions and no answers, because this is all new to us, that it makes me nervous but excited. Then we are still under the curses that it makes it just a little anxious. Mixed emotions. I get it. I get it. So, I'm going to deal with that right now. All right. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 13. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. I'm going to answer that with this right here. It says, marriage is honorable in all. All right. So what is marriage? Marriage is when a man, Israelite woman, they consummate their relationship sexually. He actually sexually lays with her. That's what marriage is. All right. And we can go to Genesis chapter 13, verse 8, and we're going to come back here. Genesis chapter 13, verse 8. And it reads, wait a minute. It's a lot. That's not the one. It's a lot. Genesis 38 and 8. My bad. Genesis 38 and 8. And Judah said unto Onan, go in unto thy brother's wife, we read this many times, and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother. So we know that marriage means to sexually penetrate the woman. That's what he was telling his son, Onan. All right. To go into his brother's wife and marry her. That's what marriage is. Sex is marriage. All right. Let's go back to Hebrews chapter 13. Verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. What does that mean? It's undefiled. The cans far outweigh the can'ts. Okay? He says, but whoremongers and adulterers, the Father will judge. This world is so upside down, man, because they're wicked and they try to teach us righteousness, and then we take righteousness and think it's wicked. All right? Now, the Most High created sexual intercourse. He created sex, period. He created all of that. You can't make the Most High blush. All right, let me just tell y'all that. You can't make the Most High blush. He knows everything. You know, the desires you have, they're not wicked. All right, we got to get out of that. Your job, basically, is to bring forth children. All right? That's what the kingdom is going to be built on. You aquas out there, it's going to be on you to bring forth children. This is how we're going to build our nation. So the Most High, what you think? He going to make it painful or you know, unfulfilling? Why do you think he made sex the way it does? It feels good. He wants it to feel good so that you'll enjoy the process of bringing children into the world. We got to start looking at things from a spiritual aspect. Now, will y'all be waiting in line? No, this ain't no check cashing place. All right? The cans far outweigh the can'ts when it comes to your bedroom. Let's go back to Hebrews 13 and 4. All right? Marriage is honorable in all. Y'all hear that? Just focus on that. And then it says, and the bed undefiled. There's nothing raunchy. There's nothing out of bounds. All right? Now, I ain't going to go into detail, itemizing and giving examples. I don't think I have to. Y'all could be creative in your own right on that. That's your king in your house. That's why y'all got to be able to get along and be cool and have a family and be cool with each other, man. There's nothing nasty about it. We like to say that. The shit do sound funny. Some of you aqua and nasty. Some of you ox too. Good. Enjoy yourself. All right? The world always want to tell us what the fuck to do, man. And they the main ones out here doing nasty ass shit. And I'm going to tell you what is nasty. 2 and 3 men in one room with one woman. That's nasty. No. That ain't going to happen. Because, see, that's not about bringing forth children. That's about focusing on the sexual pleasure without the reward of bringing forth children. All right? That's what that's about. If you got 2 men in the room, you got 2 different seeds. All right? That's what makes it nasty. That's what makes it trampy and disrespectful and ungodly. All right? That ain't about bringing forth children. Now, if you in a room with your wife or wives, of course, y'all can do whatever you want like that, man, because it's about bringing forth children. That's what this is all about, okay? And the process is to be enjoyed, all right? Because the reason the Most High designed it that way is because it's one seed. All you women are going to have the one seed from that man, and all of you have equal rights to that one seed to enjoy the process of bringing forth children. That's the Most High's way, okay? No, it ain't got to be no line. Y'all can all sleep together if you want to. Y'all can, because it's not nasty. There's nothing nasty about it. Y'all are all bonded with the man that the Most High put in there for y'all, for all of y'all. That's it. All right? So there's no shame in any of that. We got to stop letting the world, with their bullshit-ass rules and regulations, as wicked as they are, tell us what the fuck to do. That's why the church house is so messed up. All right? That's why the church house is so messed up, okay? Because it ain't about that. It ain't about bringing forth children and all that in the church house. It's about getting money out of people, keeping people segregated and isolated, all right? They even got the nerve to sit here and say that multiple wives is not in the New Testament, which is a damn lie. It is. Matter of fact, let's go there real quick. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 5. And I've hit on this before. This is a rerun. But we're going to recap it again. Look what it says. It says, it is reported commonly that there is fornication among you, and such fornication as is not so much as named among the Gentiles, that one should have his father's wife. Now, this young man was sleeping with one of his father's wives, not his own mother, but his father had sister wives. I mean, his father's wife had sister wives. That was a common practice. Now, this young boy here, he wasn't going to sleep with his own mama, but he was sleeping with one of his father's wife's sister wives. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said that one should not have his father's wife. And to make that more crystal clear, let's go to Leviticus chapter 18. All right. And he says, after the doings of the land of Egypt wherein ye dwelt shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, ye shall not do. Neither shall you walk in their ordinances. All right. Now, let's jump down to, this is one of the things that he said not to do. All right. Leviticus 18 verse 11. It says, the nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Salak, wrong one. Leviticus 18 and 8. All right. The nakedness of thy father's wife, thou shalt not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. All right. So, that's what I want to show you when it says thy father's wife. All right. Look at above. It says the nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Then right under that, it says the nakedness of thy father's wife. All right. Now that's Old Testament. Now you got the mother in verse 7, and then you got the father's wife. All right. Thou shalt not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. That's a sister wife to the mother. Now let's go back to 1 Corinthians chapter 5. All right. And what does it say? It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you, and such fornication as is not so much as named among the Gentiles, that one should have his father's wife. So that's how we link that up with the New Testament. They still have multiple wives. So when we go to the kingdom, it's going to be the same thing, man. It's going back to that. And it was for the purpose of reproduction. All right. That's what it was for. So, I just want to make sure I made that clear. No, it ain't got to be no waiting in line or nothing like that. It's however y'all arrange it, man. You got the freedom to do that. Y'all mature adults in there. Y'all to get that together. And stop thinking it's shameful. It's not. It's beautiful. All right? Think about it. A lot of y'all out there right now don't even have a man. The Most High is going to fix that problem. Yeah, you're going to share one. So what? A lot of y'all sharing one now. You just don't know it. Real shit. You know? A lot of y'all right now are sharing some broke-ass nigga, all right, that ain't got shit. All right? What did Betty Wright say? She'd rather have a piece of a man than no man at all. Where do you think she got that from? But see, the way the Most High fix it, you ain't got no piece of a man. You got a whole man in the house with you. And guess what? You ain't got to never worry about another woman taking him away, because he in there for all of y'all. Okay? Y'all got to get out of the mindset of, you know, like, and I'm not getting on y'all. I'm just saying some of y'all are still fighting this, but this is a question that had to be honed in. This will make things go smoother whenever the shift comes, because this is where it's going. All right? No, you ain't got to wait. Y'all get that together yourself, however y'all want to do it. I'm not going to go into detail. You know, y'all figure that out. It says marriage is ordained in all, and the bed of the wed is undefiled. Now, and like I said, when a transition is made, you get to our land, you're not his wife until he goes into you. Now, once you make that covenant on that land, that's your wife and that's your husband. And then from there on, ain't no getting rid of her, fellas. Ain't none of that. Okay? Ain't no getting rid of her. You're going to be responsible for her. So don't dip. All right? If you're not going to be totally responsible, that'll be your virgin. They'll still live with you. It's just that it won't be any type of intercourse or anything. You study. That's going to be part of your job, man. You gotta spiritually feed your wives, man. Right? And your virgins. That's part of it. All of this is going to change. All right? So, let's move along. She said, also, would that mean that all the wives would get pregnant around the same time, since the man can't just drop their seed to waste, or can he go into someone else when he is ready to drop the seed? Again, that's up to y'all, you know. The one thing that's going to be filtered out with us, yeah, when we get there, guess what? We all are, I ain't going to say contaminated, but we all been out here. We're going to have to get a lot of stuff out of our system. That's why I say, when we get to that land, see, out here, you get a woman that just been with somebody, and then, I mean, it doesn't matter, because we all dirty out here. But when we get to that land, we know better now. So there's going to be a firm commitment made, right? It's going to be a firm commitment. You're not going to tell you women, y'all going to be celibate until that decision is made. Are you sure that's who you want? Because see, when we get to this kingdom, look, I ain't gonna say that ain't the kingdom. This is the rally point, basically, because we're going to be taken from here back to Israel once Yahushua come back. But while we're here, we're going to occupy till he come, and we're going to start ironing out the wrinkles. See, now it ain't gonna be nothing but Israelite men on this land, and ain't gonna be no heathen men anywhere. It's gonna be Israelite men that know the code and that know what we're supposed to be doing. Israelite men don't go behind one another. We don't do that. All right? That's worldly shit, you know? That ain't no fun if the homie can't have none bullshit. No, we ain't running that shit here. No. It's going to be Israelite men. They're going to treat their princesses with respect and with dignity, all right? That they deserve, and that man's going to be treated in kind. The man of God is going to be treated in kind. That's how we do things. That's why it's different. Because once he enters her, that's his wife. A brother ain't going to even look your way. That's why there ain't going to be no single women in the kingdom. Right? Every woman is going to have a man, whether she's his virgin or his wife. She's going to have a man there to take care of her. Ain't going to be no single women walking around and all that and left out. No, that's not going to happen. All right? So, as far as the seed dropping, that story goes back to Onan, Genesis chapter 38. Let's go back there real quick. Genesis chapter 38. Right. I'm going to just cut to the chase. All right. Onan's brother passed away, and he didn't have any children. The Most High commanded Onan to go in unto his brother, because that was our custom, to impregnate her and have a son, and then that son would be dedicated to his brother so that his bloodline could continue. Onan didn't want to do that. So we'll pick that up in verse 9. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his, meaning that he was going to have to dedicate it to his brother. And it came to pass when he went in unto his brother's wife, he spilled it on the ground. It means he pulled out and he ejaculated on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother. So he was disobedient. It wasn't that he pulled out and then dropped the seed on the ground. That's where the church house got everything twisted. It's because he pulled out and was disobedient. The Lord said, impregnate her and raise up seed to your brother. He's telling him, no, I'm going to pull out and I'm going to let my seed hit the ground. Right? Verse 10. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord. Not that he pulled out, but the reason he pulled out. Wherefore, he slew him also. He killed him for pulling out. That's why. It didn't have nothing to do with him just spilling seed. No, that's not it. So that's just another urban legend that the church house has messed up. That's why we got to get the true meaning of what these scriptures are talking about. All right? So, So when he's ready to drop the seed, all right, that's up to y'all. Children are going to be brought in. They are. But here's the thing. You ain't going to have to be careful no more. It ain't going to have to be no, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And, well, am I going to get put? Ain't going to be no child support and none of that. We ain't going to need no money. The children are going to be taken care of. All right, we're moving into a whole new realm. It ain't going to be no damn district attorney on your ass. All right, none of that. All right, and those children that come into this world, we're going to be able to enjoy them. We're going to be able to raise them and love them and teach them and bring them up in the fear and admonition of the Most High. It's going to be a beautiful situation, unlike here. We can't enjoy our children here. We can't. We could try to as best we can. But in this wicked-ass society, we can't do it, man. All right? But when we get there, we'll be able to. So you're not going to have that pressure of snatching out and spilling seed. And once she becomes impregnated, that's a beautiful thing. Guess what? There's an addition to the family. And those children are going to be born on the land of the Most High, man. And he's going to be happy about that. All right? So it says, would that mean that all the wives would get pregnant around the same time since the man can't just drop their seed? I mean, it could or it could not. But imagine that. You got one man in the house and both children, you know who the daddy is. He's a man of the Most High. He's taking care of y'all. You have nothing to worry about. You can concentrate when that baby is born. You'll be able to raise it, enjoy it, teach it the word, raise them up, be there with them. They ain't got to worry about going to work. Ain't got to worry about finding a babysitter. Ain't got to worry about if the babysitter is funny style or might do something to your child. None of that. You got a godly seed that you're raising that the Most High is pleased with you with. You are finally in a position to do that. Okay? Think about that. It says, would that make the sister-wives bond stronger too? For all have the same seed? Of course it would. Ain't no arguing. Ain't no baby mama bullshit. Ain't no fighting at the damn market because you see that bitch. All right? Ain't none of that going on. Y'all both taken care of. Y'all both are living a beautiful lifestyle. All right? Not to mention you're going to be tended to because you're going to have servants and handmaids. All right? That's all going to come into play. All right? I'm going to explain that in an upcoming lesson about how these heathens are going to cleave to the 1/3. I'm going to explain how that's going to happen. Because they are. They ain't going to have no choice. All right? But for right now, just know that you will. And you'll be taken care of. All right? Ain't going to be no arguing and all of that. All right? You got a man in the house. Guess what? You're going to have everything you need there. Everything you need. It says, sorry, just a little overthoughtful here. Just wondering because at least right now, what if someone doesn't want to get pregnant? Or should we even not be worried about that? Well, I don't think that personally, Aquaff have a problem getting pregnant. I really don't. It's the pressure of what comes behind it. I think most women want children, which raises another question. And I know some of y'all out there are thinking about that too. Some of you can't have any more children. You might have, 2 children or 3 children, or 5 or whatever it is, and then you might be single. Guess what? That man of the Lord is still going to take you, man, and he's going to take your children too, because you're from our nation. That dad's not around, those children will become his children. That's how it goes. And he's gonna become the father and raise those children. That's what's gonna happen. That's what a real man of the Lord is gonna do. Look, we're gonna have to seal up the breaches. We're gonna have to take on that mantle. We're gonna have that because we're gonna have the supply of resources to do it. Okay? And that woman, she'll be your wife. If she can't have any more children, hey, that's cool. Then that man of the Lord is going to help you finish raising the ones that you have. And then, for those that can't, if you're a wife in the house, some women don't like the term sister wife, but I mean, that's exactly what it is. That'll be your sister and she's a wife also. So it's the same thing. So guess what happened in there? I mean, everybody's going to operate as a family. It ain't going to be no big I's and little U's. It ain't going to be that, because we got all of that out here. If you want to live by yourself and have a selfish lifestyle and everything, man, you could do that. But that's not what we're about here. We're about community. All right? Now, that's going to be all in-house. It ain't going to be no crossbreeding, watching, babysitting so-and-so kids over there. You're supposed to be able to regulate that in your own house. It ain't saying that families can't meet up and have fun. But as far as the operational order of the house, each man is going to administrate his house to where that house has everything it needs inside. All right, that's the design. That's what the Most High wants. So one man got his house running in order. All right, let me get that. Let's go to St. Timothy. This is 1 Timothy chapter 3. It says, starting at verse 1, this is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, which means at least one, not limited to. All right? That's where the church gets it twisted again. Vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach, not given to wine, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous, one that ruleth his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. All right? Now, when it says that he ruleth his own house, that every man going to have to be able to rule his own house in order, with love, all right, and with balance. Okay? That's what's going to happen. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. That means the women in his house, y'all going to have to get along, man, and understand what's going on. I mean, don't y'all want to leave this behind, man? Ox, don't y'all want to leave this behind? This, the way we live in is filthy, man. All this distrust and bullshit. And we can't even get to what's important. Worshiping our master, man, and our Father in heaven. We can't even get to that because we're surrounded by so much bullshit. Imagine living in a house where we finally got peace. We can't even talk about the Most High with nobody where we at. I can't. Where I'm at here, I can't talk about nobody with nobody about the Most High. Nobody don't want to hear it. I got to talk to somebody thousands of miles away. Here, we're going to be in the same area, the same community, where we could talk about the Most High, learn, and then also share experiences, share different walks of life that we came from, and how the Most High got us through to where we at, man. I mean, that's a beautiful situation. All right. We got to start transforming our minds into the positivity of where we're headed. The Most High, I mean, this world got us looking at these new arrangements as foul and nasty, but they the nastiest motherfuckers on the planet, man. Trying to tell us what's foul. It ain't nothing wrong with a man having his wives with him that he's taking care of. The Most High makes sure that none of you women are left out the world's way. One man, one woman. It ain't enough men to go around. Enough quality men. That's what the world did to us. Look at these 2/3 niggas out there. They ain't worth a shit. They're not. And some of y'all women fighting over that, fighting over scraps. The nigga ain't no good. He full of diseases. He nasty. All right. He don't mean nobody no good. He'll take from you. All right. He make you feel like shit. And then he got other women, but you'll share him. But you got a man of the Lord that's going to be there for you in every way possible. All right. And supply it. And you telling me you can't share that in the same house with your sister wives? Hey, this is a whole new arrangement. We got to stop being giddy, and start thinking along the lines of righteous. It's righteous. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. Y'all remember that. All right. So, whatever feels good to y'all, that's between y'all. Nobody needs to know. Y'all work that out. right? So it's about time for me to punch in, family. If y'all got any more questions, please do not be afraid to ask. I pray that I answered your question as best I could. Didn't mean to drag it on. You know, I just wanted to be sure you got clarity. Any more questions, like I said, please do not hesitate. This is the only way we're going to get the answers that we need to be able to make the transition smooth, all right? So, prepare for the next message, which is on the way, all right? Brother Matt finna go in here and deal with Massa. All right? Love y'all. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Once again, and I pray that your hard question was answered. All right? Till next time, Shalom.